Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. Merciless Vaughn here, back with another Bleach Brave Souls video. And in this one, we're going to be continuing finishing the countdown celebration videos for the Bleach Brave Souls 10th anniversary, making it all the way to the 9th anniversary. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and just show some gameplay of the 9th anniversary characters, because the banners are probably going to already be out by the time you're seeing this. But the actual 10th anniversary of Bleach Brave Souls is the 23rd. And I'm guessing, if I'm right, this video is dropping the 22nd, and then the 10th anniversary banners are already out. Anyways, yeah, hopefully you enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you're new to the channel or you have been here for a while, please consider subscribing and help me get to 550 subscribers. Now, with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. So, first things first, we're going to go ahead and look at this Kenpachi. He is a speed unit with the Espada Killer Plus. Wait, was this the anniversary? Yeah, I think this was the anniversary that introduced the Killer Plus skill. Yeah, I'll just call it a skill, or killer, whatever. Yeah, I've only ever managed to pull one copy of this Kenpachi, but I will be showcasing him 1 out of 5. Soul Trait is strong type, recharge time minus 14%. He is a melee unit with lacerating and weakening on all of his attacks. He also does have an EX move. These 9th anniversary characters were the first characters to introduce this EX move. This gives him a 100% spiritual pressure boost, which is insane, honestly. The rest of his skills, I would say his most notable ones would be the Havoc here. He has a Berserker of 100%, which is crazy. He is immune to the weakened status element. He does have Frenzy plus 3, which is great. He has increased status element chance against our rankers, weakened defense, and the status element spiritual pressure boost 80%. So while you have your EX move active, which is, it stays active for 10 seconds, and it's a 1 minute cooldown. So while you have that up, and then the spiritual pressure boost up, you have 180% spiritual pressure boost for 10 seconds, which is at right now, this current in time, as of this recording, is the maximum amount of spiritual pressure boost you can get. And so for the SX series here, there's going to be the T set, the fortification pill, and the 5-star plus golden Yuki dispenser here. As for the character links, it is just going to be some strong attack reduction and full stamina damage boost links here. And as for the bonus abilities, it's going to be the plus 25% full stamina damage boost and the plus 200 SP. Oh yeah, the attribute power-ups here. Just to take a quick look at that. I can get my characters up to level 400. I'm getting a bonus 300 plus focus and SP here. My max link slot levels are 22. My max percentage slot levels are 13. But for this showcase, my max percentage slot here is 11, because at the time that was the max. And then his link slot levels are going to be 20. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay with this unit to see what he can do. Alright, so here we are in a solo Link trial here. Yeah, so there are human enemies in here, and unfortunately, you know, he will not have killer. You do have to watch out for this. Well, I guess he is immune to a weakened status element, so if you're gonna be doing some content with that status element in there, you really don't have to worry about these status elements pools right there. But yeah, this unit, oh wait, I forgot. I just now remember, I didn't go over the attribute bonuses. I went over the stats I'm getting, but not the actual bonuses. If you noticed, his Berserker was 102%. That's because his base is 100%, but the extra 2% is coming from the attribute power-ups. And then his, what was a weakened resistance, was 110%. It's 100% at base, but that extra 10% I'm pretty sure is coming from the attribute power-up system as well. I'm waiting. Okay, so there's our 80% spiritual pressure boost. And so now I activate the EX move. For the next 10 seconds, we'll have a 180% spiritual pressure boost, which is honestly just insane, really. Even though I only have this unit 1 out of 5, just he does a lot of damage. And then I lost my full stem as well. So we'll do another run here and just try to keep our full stem. Now just imagine this unit being max transcended. Just the amount of damage it would be outputting, it would be a lot, obviously. So we're going to go ahead, come in here, and play his Soul Bomb animation. Oh yeah, the 9th anniversary really did just brought a whole new level of power. I mean, the EX moves, just the characters having the killer plus skills there. Yeah, it's just kind of power crept a lot of the older characters now. And just with the increased difficulty that we have been getting to like guild quests, I mean, not having the killer plus really hurts your guild quest score. If I'm just going to be like completely honest, it really does. Like if you don't, like I've mostly been doing guild quests with like killer plus units, and like when guild quest stages that come around where there isn't, well, there's plenty of killers with the killer plus, I just don't have them, and I try to use those units that don't have it. It's a real DPS loss. Like it's really noticeable. Even like some of my max percentage units just really don't hit as hard as units with the killer plus. It's really crazy. But then again, I really don't summon often in this game anyways. But yeah, but just in general, the 9th anniversary was a crazy anniversary. Just, yeah, a new level for the game, in my opinion. By the time you're seeing this video, the 10th anniversary characters should have already came out, but yeah, just it's the same thing with this anniversary. Those characters are just like insanely strong. Like the Ichigo, he has like 2 EX moves. He has like 100% spiritual pressure boost and like 100% berserker, frenzy +3, the killer plus, the EX move and the new EX skill that can be linked up on other characters that give a certain level of berserker depending on what level it's on. And the same thing for the Rukia. She's just really strong as well. It's honestly crazy. I mean, we're just seeing power creep right in front of our eyes here the past 2 anniversaries, really. With this one, with the 9th anniversary and the 10th anniversary now. So, yeah, definitely something else, really. These characters are very strong. I'm curious to see as to what the Part 2 characters are going to be and the end-of-year characters are going to be. I mean, I'm recording this like the same day the Bankai Live is up, but this video won't be up until like we're a day away from the anniversary, so. Alright, so I will do a couple more runs here. The only difference is really I just bought that Askin here because he increases speed attribute characters movement speed by he's not increasing the movement speed. He's increasing speed attribute characters strong attack damage by 20%. At this moment, there is no character that increases speed attribute characters movement speed, but I'm pretty sure we will get one in the future eventually. And everything is just dying so quickly, so I mean we're gonna have to do multiple runs, but there's not really much else I can really show about this unit. Guild quest isn't up right now, so I can't take him into guild quest. Even if it was, I'm pretty sure it's not melee Espada anyways, so. Yeah, it's kind of hard to showcase these really strong units if it's not in like very hard guild quests or nightmare difficulty guild quests, because I mean that's really the only content in the game that can handle like the levels of power that these characters are like just able to put out. Just goes to show how strong they really are, and also just goes to show that there's not much difficult content in the game outside of guild quests, but that's a topic for another day. Alright, so now we have the 9th anniversary Grimmy here. Definitely a interesting pick for the anniversary unit. I mean, I don't mind it because he is my second favorite Stern Ritter, but anyways, I didn't really mind it all too well. He's a technique unit with the Hollow Killer plus. I only have 2 copies of this unit, so this will be a 2 out of 5 showcase. And as you can see, his Transcendence level is level 11 because at the time that was the max level I was able to get them to. As for his link levels as well, since I'm just talking about that, are going to be 21 because at that time that was the highest level I was able to get my link slot levels up to. He did come out with 2 soul traits already. Strong attack recharge time -12% and strong attack damage 20%. It says 22 right there, but that is because of the attribute power-ups bonuses that we are getting. He is a ranged unit with paralysis and drain on all of his attacks here, and he also did have an EX move as well that just buffs him and also debuffs enemies. The most notable skills about this unit, he does have a 50% chance to dodge hollow attacks, which is pretty cool. He has a pretty high berserker here, as you can see. He is immune to all status elements. This isn't shared. He is going to be increasing Quincy's strong attack damage by 20% for the entire team in the party. He also does have Frenzy +2, Bombardment here, increased status element chance against hollows. Element Reversal, a skill you really don't see too often. This is basically, if you get inflicted with a status element by an enemy, it will just practically heal you and put that status element that you got hit with on the enemy. This doesn't work for like status elements that are on the ground. An enemy has to hit you with the status element. Increase Quincy damage to status element affected enemies 30%. Weaken defense, sharpshooter, any status element spiritual pressure boost. That is at 80%. So yeah, another strong unit. Yeah, honestly, very, very great. Let's see if I can find some of the yeah. So as you can see right here, it's base 50% right here for his skills. The soul trait is giving him 20%, but with the attribute power-ups, we're getting 4% berserker here, so that's why it is at 74%. Anything else I can find about that? No, I don't think so. So I think that's just pretty much it. As for the build, go ahead and bring you guys along here with me. Pretty much the same accessories, but just for the Quincy or Stern Ritter affiliation that you just, whatever you want to say. Okay, good, I did make one. Nice. I'm going to be using the Cape Fastener Fortification Pill and the 5-star plus Yuki dispenser here, the gold one. And for the character links, just some strong attack reduction and full stamina damage boost character links. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and show some gameplay of the 9th anniversary Grimmy here. Alright, so, yeah, there are hollow enemies here, so for the first time, we're going to have a unit that's going to have killer. Then, obviously, he's going to be very good in here. His SA2 is the Tracking Vortex SA2. But I guess I could show his Nash string. He does have one of the more interesting Nash strings because it's just like multiple different types of attacks. He has the swords, the guns, and then he just earth bends, which is honestly really cool. Yeah. And then we can just go ahead and use this EX move. Oh yeah, the immunity to all status elements here. So you don't have to worry about that. The EX move. Yeah, he's buffing himself and also debuffing enemies. I'm not sure what that percentage buff is or what the debuff is either, unfortunately. And there's the SA2 going to work. Go ahead and use the SA3. You know, just typical full string attack there. And overall, I did like this Grimmy. I did like him a little bit better than the Kenpachi, just because, I mean, he has a good way to heal, which is just, you know, what drained on here. And paralysis is, honestly, it's a good status element to have. Especially in Guild Quest, if you just hit the enemies, they'll be paralyzed and they can just pretty much stay still and not attack you, which is really good. Go ahead and pop the Soul Bomb. Alright, we're going to do another run here. And then, yeah, this also is another unit that hits pretty hard in whatever, I mean, just characters. Well, obviously the characters and, well, not characters, enemies in the really hard and nightmare difficulty Guild Quest, when they do get inflicted with that status helmet, you do have that little bit of extra damage just from his skills as well. Yeah, honestly, yeah, he works great in Guild Quest 2. Obviously, I mean, the Killer Plus, the Frenzy +3, the Spiritual Pressure Boost is honestly very, very good. I mean, you can never go wrong with a Killer Plus unit. I mean, if we're going to get more and more characters with the Killer Plus, any character that doesn't have it should just have like 2. Oh, well, that was a perfect, yeah, I can go ahead and show off the element reversal skill. But as I was saying, if any character is not going to have the Killer Plus on their killer, I mean, just go ahead and like give them 2 killers. I don't see why not. So yeah, there's these element reversal skill right there. If we just kind of get hit with these free status element here, that element is going to get put on that enemy and will heal a little bit of the damage. It wasn't as good as it, well, we did have the status element reversal skill. or I guess it's just called element reversal here, has been around for a while now. But back in the day when things were hitting a lot harder, it wasn't really worth it because they will always damage you more than what you could heal back. But now, since enemies don't hit as hard now in most of the content in the game, it's better now because, I mean, you can see they're only doing like 200 something damage and we're healing for like 783 of it back. And you can see pretty much there's also the dodging hollow damage right there. We're actually pretty dodging a nice amount. So we got hit with that status ailment and we got back to full stun. So just another extra layer of protection now. Though back in the day it didn't really work all too well in my opinion. And let's go ahead and show his soul bomb. Alright, so now I did bring some boost characters with me, that being the Safui Gin here, who is going to be increasing our movement speed by 30%, and obviously you can see the difference with the movement speed. The 2022 Thousand Year Blood War version of the Uryu is increasing our strong attack damage by 20%, and also all technique attribute character strong attack damage. And yeah, these are just some characters that you possibly could see in co-op content because they are both also Link Slot Potion units. They are also Super Link Slot Potion units as well. So you definitely will see them in co-op content. And other than that, there's not much else to show. I mean, obviously with the Killer Plus, they work very well in Guild Quest, but Guild Quest isn't up right now. And I'm pretty sure if it was up, it would probably be like for neither one of the units, or it would be up for one unit or the other. And then I just want to be able to show both how well they work in Guild Quest. Yeah, that's pretty much it really for the Grimmy here. Not much else to go over. I can do one more run. So, I guess on the days leading up to the 9th anniversary, I was just speculating as to who the character was. I mean, we were obviously going to get a Kenpachi because before this 9th anniversary Kenpachi came out, the last Kenpachi unit we got was the Safui Power Kenpachi. And that was all the way back when I started playing the game in 2022. That was the second banner I ever summoned on. Yeah, it was the March 2022 end of month banner. Yeah. Because the February end of month banner was the Safui, Soifon, and Yorichi, and then the mid-month banner was the Cacao Society, Grimjo, not Cacao Society. Wait, was it the Cacao Society? The Cacao Society, Grimjo, and Okura? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. And then the end of month banner was that Treble Kenpachi banner with Azashiro, Kenpachi, and Kuryoshiki. Yep, I remember it. Fond memories. Even though it was so long ago. Alright guys, so yeah, that's pretty much it for all of the countdown videos. I mean, we did the 1st anniversary all the way up to the 9th, and then the 10th anniversaries are already here. This was fun. I enjoyed it, and you know, I just really thankful and grateful that you guys watched it, and I just really hope you enjoyed it. I have fun making them and playing as the characters all the way from back then, and you know, just the most recent units. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. As usual, until next time.